I know it's their third game in 3 days. The Wolverines must come away with a W.
All right, so 44-39 in favor of Michigan. We got Nebraska and Oregon coming up. What are you looking for?
Well, for Nebraska, we know they're going to play great defense. But if they can get some easy transition baskets, which they were able to do against Rhode Island, that's a major bonus. Because at times in the half court, they could put a glass eye to sleep. They get into a little bit of motion, and then as the shot clock winds down, they kind of hand Bo Spencer the ball and say, go make a play. So it's going to be important for them, Dave, to get out and make some layups early.
All right, so that is the story. It is Nebraska and Oregon coming up from the Devaney Center. Tim and I will see you at halftime of this one. It's going to do it for us.
Sunday, the Cornhuskers electrified the home crowd with a high-flying offense. Tonight, Nebraska plays host to the Ducks from Oregon as Big Ten basketball continues from Lincoln. It's been a gorgeous Thanksgiving week here in the Midwest, and tonight from Lincoln, Nebraska, we step inside the Devaney Center where the Cornhusker faithful are looking to see their home team go to 4-0 on this very young season. The Oregon Ducks come to town at 2-1 to take on the 3-0 Nebraska Cornhuskers. BTN men's basketball is presented by GMC, and tonight the Ducks, the second Pac-12 foe of the season for Nebraska. And we welcome you courtside. Tom Hart alongside Keno Davis. This has been a fun Nebraska team to watch so far in this early season. And we have Bo Spencer, the LSU transfer, to thank for that.
Well, Bo Spencer hasn't been in the Big Ten that long, but he's already being talked about as one of the best scorers in the Big Ten. He's able to shoot the three, but also able to drive to the basket, get to the free throw line. Not only that, Coach Sadler is asking him to play as many minutes as he can on the court.
Among newcomers of the Big Six conferences, he's the third best first-year scorer in all the nation, and that's after transferring in from LSU. So he's new to Nebraska, and a familiar face for Oregon is E.J. Singler.
Well, E.J. Singler plays his best when the competition's the toughest. He doesn't have flaws in his game, and he's able to be a true mismatch for opposing teams.
Should be a fun one tonight. It's a rare Pac-12 Big Ten matchup as Dana Altman returns to his home state. He brings his Ducks with him in front of a fired-up Nebraska crowd. Tip-off between the Ducks and Cornhuskers is right after this on BTN.
Friday, two of the nation's best players hit the hardwood for a Hoops doubleheader on BTN. First, Jared Sullinger and the Buckeyes are primed to put on a show when they host Valparaiso. Then, Jordan Taylor leads the Badgers into a clash with Bradley at the Chicago Invitational Challenge. Big Ten basketball presented by GMC. Friday only on BTN.
Relive the best games of the week, snap to snap, all in 1 hour, with bonus content that takes you inside what happened on the field. Big Ten football in 60, presented by Quicken Loans. Tomorrow at 6 Eastern on BTN.
Saturday on the pregame show, Penn State, Wisconsin. Who will join the Spartans in Indy? We're all over the battle for the Leaders Division title. Plus, reports from every Big Ten matchup. And former Wolverines kicker Mike Lantry reflects on his remarkable role in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry. Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Only on BTN.
This week on Tailgate 48, we're coming at you from the University of Illinois as the Fighting Illini take on the Wisconsin Badgers.
We'll be bringing you all the action from on and off the field right here on Tailgate 48.
Tomorrow at 7 Eastern on BTN. Saturday, the regular season wraps up with a pivotal doubleheader. First, Kirk Cousins leads the Spartans into a showdown with Dan Persa and the upset-minded Wildcats. Then, Whitney Merciless and the Illini square off with Marquise Gray and the Gophers. Or you'll see Purdue battle Indiana for the Old Oaken Bucket. Saturday, only on BTN.
BTN Men's Basketball is brought to you by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, get to a better state. By Peak Antifreeze. When you peak, you win. And by Culligan. Better water, pure and simple. Thanksgiving week, everybody. Tonight from Lincoln, Nebraska, the Cornhuskers welcome the Oregon Ducks. Just over a week ago, Nebraska had a double overtime win on the road at Southern Cal. First of two Pac-12 matchups this season for Nebraska. And the starting five for the Cornhuskers, who have won 49 of 50 non-conference games at home. Bo Spencer in the backcourt with Brandon Richardson and Caleb Walker. Brandon Ubel and Jorge Brian Diaz provide the meat inside for Nebraska head coach Doc Sadler. Came to Nebraska 6 seasons ago from University of Texas El Paso. We had the Miners in the NCAA tournament coming out of the WAC and Conference USA. On the other side for the Oregon Ducks, they are, of course, without Jabari Brown, 4-star recruit out of Oakland, California. Instead, Garrett Sim, Jonathan Lloyd start in the backcourt, Jeremy Jacob, Tyrone Narrett, and E.J. Singler inside for Oregon. And a Nebraska native out of Wilbur, Nebraska, Dana Altman, who took Creighton University to 13 straight postseason appearances, and the all-time winningest, coached up the road in Omaha for the Creighton Blue Jays. He's in his second season for Oregon. Time now for our peek keys to victory for tonight's game.
Well, when you look at the Oregon side, they're going to try to control the tempo by being a lot more faster paced, than Nebraska. They're going to do that through pressure defense. And when you look on the Nebraska side, hey, the three-point shooting, 45.6% from distance. That's among the nation's best. And can they identify the defense that Oregon's going to play? They're going to mix it up, play some 2-3 matchups, some pressure defense, different forms, and that'll be a big key.
So Doc Sadler trying to get to 4-0 this season. They won a program record 17 home games last season against just 2 losses. By the way, Oregon fans wondering about Tony Woods, their talented center. He left the game early with an ankle injury last time out against Southeast Missouri State. He took part in shoot-around today. He seems healthy, though he doesn't get the start here tonight. We'll see the big 6'11 junior come off the bench. This is Singler to start it off for Oregon. And now Jonathan Lloyd. And Lloyd has it tapped away from behind. Loose ball in the backcourt. Singler tracks it down, and he walked with it. And Oregon turns it over 16 times a game, and they give one up to Nebraska. It's fair to say, Keno, that Nebraska is a team that plays with a lot of energy on their home floor.
Yeah, they really do. And you have to worry about the first couple minutes of the game as an opposing team coming into a hostile arena, that those turnovers could be a big factor.
A double overtime win against the Trojans of Southern Cal was a key victory for Nebraska. Some folks say in years past that's a game that Nebraska may have lost, but they hit the shots down the stretch, including a couple of key free throws in the first overtime. This is Caleb Walker, baseline move on Singler, maybe tapped away from behind, and the loose ball will go off of Oregon and stay with Nebraska.
You're going to see Nebraska during this game drive a lot to the basket, look for Oregon to try to step in and take some charges.
Walker coming off of a 17-point performance against Rhode Island. That was a career high. Baseline jumper off the inbounds. A foul and one coming. Garrett Sim with the personal foul for Oregon, and Brandon Richardson picks up right where he left off.
As you watch that screen and coming up, it's a set to look for that jump shot right there. No hesitation, knocks it down. And you see the background there with the students. You wouldn't think they were on break. They've shown up here in pretty good force tonight.
Yeah, they're sticking around because they've got a pretty big football game here Friday afternoon as the Iowa Hawkeyes come into town to close out the Big Ten season. Brandon Richardson had a great game against Rhode Island. 8 assists to just 1 turnover. He's got a 3-point play here. Ducks turned it over first time down with Jonathan Lloyd, the sophomore from Las Vegas, helping run the offense and run the point. Lloyd just 5'8". Singler now gives it back to Lloyd. Working on Richardson. Singler straight ahead 3. Not great spacing from Oregon, but they track down the loose ball rebound. Sim, 3-ball. Got it.
Nice job.
Garrett Sim drains it.
Nice job there in the transition. Look there, you got a scramble situation. Defense is trying to find their man. That's when you want to attack and look for that jump shot.
Sims hit 44% of his threes so far this season, and was perfect last time out against Southeast Missouri State. A 25-point home win for the Ducks, where they hassled the Red Hawks into 12 steals. Richardson looking for Diaz. Great defense from Oregon. Ubell for 2, and he steps out and nails the jumper. Ubell did score against Rhode Island. Got into early foul trouble, only played 19 minutes. Jeremy Jacob working on Diaz. Blocked away. Diaz second in the Big Ten in blocks. And one of the best in Nebraska history in swats. Singler, baseline, working straight at Diaz. Gets his own miss, and Singler fouled on his way back up, and that will be Brandon Richardson, I believe, with his first.
You know, here you're going to look at the defensive position there. You want to make that offensive player try to shoot over you. It's not that high of a percentage shot, and of course, with the length of Nebraska, they were able to get a lot of deflections in there, a lot of block shots.
And pardon me, that was Brandon Ubell with his first personal. So Singler has another one coming. If you remember the name but aren't familiar with the Ducks, as Carlos Emery checks in replacing Sim, EJ's brother Kyle won a national title at Duke 2010, most outstanding player of the Final Four. EJ is an Oregon native out of Medford. Nebraska with the early lead. Spencer nearly had it stolen, now picks it back up and knocked away, is taken away by Oregon. Here comes Jonathan Lloyd.
That's where the Oregon
Great look inside, and the finish at the rim for Jeremy Jacob.
Oregon is so good on that fast break, and then you watch they go right into pressure on that made basket. Here they're showing that three-quarter court pressure, trying to have Nebraska turn it over there.
Ubell will take it himself, and he draws the foul on the Ducks.
You're going to watch that transition offense of Oregon, always looking for that point guard. Guys are running, filling the lanes. Always somebody going right to the basket. You're going to watch in this game how their post players will go right to the basket and post up, and they're going to look for him almost every time down.
Here's Ubell, junior from Overland Park, Kansas. Got another free throw coming his way. Tom Hart alongside Keno Davis, or Drake and Providence head coach. Glad you're along with us tonight. You're set for a great Thanksgiving. Ubell hits them both. 4 early. He's already doubled his season average. Inside to Woods, and he lost it. Tony Woods, a transfer from Wake Forest. And 9 starts for the Demon Deacons out of the ACC and played in the NCAA tournament. Battling an ankle injury, only played 12 minutes against Southeast Missouri.
What this three-quarter court pressure of Oregon really does is it takes the other team out of their offensive sets. And so now Nebraska's got the ball, 20 seconds left on the shot clock, just getting into their offense.
Spencer running the point, played 3 years at LSU. Ubell to Diaz. Jump hook. Got it over the top of Woods. Nice move by Jorge Brian Diaz, a junior from Caguas, Puerto Rico. Singler steps into a jumper, and he hits it. You talked earlier about how E.J. Singler is a consistent presence and just doesn't make mistakes.
He really doesn't. He's got that nice mid-range game, can knock down the outside shot. If you're looking for one thing to, you know, from a great player that he could improve on, is getting to the free throw line a little bit more.
Singler's the leading scorer for Oregon at 12 points a game. This is Walker for 3. And Woods nearly undercut by his own man Lloyd at just 5'8".
You know, Walker coming into this game was 7 for 9 from the three-point range. We'll see if he can continue that pace.
Ubell comes out with a rebound. Singler may have gotten a shove in the air going for the offensive board. Now Spencer. Diaz, great positioning on Woods, couldn't finish. And Nebraska gets the call. It's a 1-point lead for the Huskers on top of the Ducks from Oregon. Nebraska hitting its shots early. 3 of 6 from the floor for a hot start against Oregon. They're hot in their own right.
Your American dream is out there. Go get it. Dreams don't come easy. So put on your work boots, fire up your laptop, pour yourself a cup of coffee, because there's going to be some late nights. American Family Insurance is your American dream insurance. We protect more than your home, your car, your business, your life. We protect your dream. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.
American Family Insurance.
Saturday, December 3rd. Experience the first ever Big Ten Fan Fest presented by Dr. Pepper. 200,000 square feet of indoor fun at the Indiana Convention Center. Fans with game tickets get in for free. Ticket information available at BigTen.com.
Now's the perfect time to hit the road in a new Nissan from Sid Dillon in Lincoln. With competitive prices and a large selection, you'll find a vehicle that will redefine your driving experience. Hurry in before these great offers end. Take home a 2012 Altima 2.5S, lease it for $189 a month with $29.99 down, or buy it for $23.15. Check out Sid Dillon Nissan in Lincoln. Visit us online at SidDillonNissan.com.
Time Warner Cable introduces wideband internet that revolves around you, with enough bandwidth for everyone to stream movies, shop, game, and more, all at the same time. Call 1-877-53-MyTWC and get speeds up to 50 megs, and ask about upgrading your internet for as low as $10 more a month. We've changed the way the internet can work for you all over the house. Just call and get faster speeds. Plus, get a great deal on HBO and Cinemax.
15:52 to go in the first half. Nebraska leads Oregon 9-8 early on from the Devaney Center. State Farm State of Success for tonight's game focuses on the senior from Hutchinson, Kansas, Caleb Walker. 12 points a game, 5 boards, and 81% from the floor. That's second best in the Big Ten.
Well, the thing I like about Caleb Walker is, hey, of course he's knocked down his open shots, has an unbelievable percentage, but as a senior, even though he's made those shots, he hasn't been forcing it, trying to play outside of his comfort level.
Walker has been the top rebounder for the Huskers each of the last 2 seasons. He's coming off of consecutive career highs in points, for 16 and then 17 against the Rams of Rhode Island. Another bucket on the inbounds for Nebraska.
Yeah, great execution there on the under OB play, attacking the basket, you know, getting an opportunity. I know Coach Altman had a big focus of that coming into his shoot around today.
Back cut for Woods from Lloyd, brought it back down, and he'll get a chance for a 3-point play. Friday night, it's another great doubleheader of hoops on BTN. First at 6:30, the Buckeyes host Valparaiso, and the Badgers take on Bradley at the Chicago Invitational Challenge. Friday night, presented by GMC.
We'll see if Oregon can make this free throw if they use some pressure. Now this time they're going to drop back a little bit more. They will change it up on made free throws.
3-point play for Diaz, or pardon me, 3-point play for Woods. The foul was on Jorge Brian Diaz. Ubel goes straight baseline and puts it up and in. It's a half dozen for Brandon Ubel, who was scoreless last time for Nebraska, and a 20-point win at home against Rhode Island. Emery gets it inside to Woods. Woods wants to give it up and waits for cutters. Now a double from Walker. Tony Woods, ball in hand, will take it himself. Rejected for the second time by Diaz. And a loose ball tied up that will belong to Nebraska.
Woods just hasn't been able to get an angle there on Diaz, and Diaz's length has bothered him early in this game. Here you're going to see the replay, just backing him in, uses that little jump hook, but can't get enough separation. Diaz with a good block there, good timing.
Tony Woods, coming out of Rome, Georgia, was a parade All-America, took his talents with Dino Gaudio to Wake Forest. Opening round loss to Cleveland State in the NCAA tournament cost Gaudio his job. Jeff Bisdelic, the former Colorado coach, went to Wake. Woods subsequently transferred, and after sitting out last year, he's now with the Ducks.
You're going to see Oregon going now to a kind of a matchup zone defense here. We'll see how Nebraska reacts.
McCray into the game for the Huskers and taken away by Oregon. This is Emery, and Emery fouled by Tony McCray after he turned it over. What do you like to do against a matchup zone like that from Oregon?
Well, Oregon's matchup defense is so unique because of it's almost more of a man defense the way they play it. There you're looking at the replay of attacking the basket there in the transition. So a lot of times when you see Oregon or Coach Altman's team, you've got to experiment whether it's your man offense or your zone offense that's the most successful against it.
Carlos Emery hits the first of 2. And Bruce Barron checks in for the first time for the Ducks. Dana Altman wants to go 10 deep. It was 11 deep with Jabari Brown on the roster. Brown left the team before the Southeast Missouri State game, the talented freshman. At the time, Dana Altman said the door's open. We'd like to get Jabari back. And with each passing day, you wonder if he will return or if that door will stay open. Big loss for Oregon, but they go 10 deep regardless. It might hurt them in depth. Good ball movement for the Cornhuskers to the baseline. And a corner three is good. Good patience for Nebraska, and Caleb Walker hits his first three. And taken away by the Huskers. This is Dylan Talley. Spencer for three. Back-to-back triples for the Huskers.
Officials are going to say his foot's on the line there. They're going to give him a 2-point shot on that. But nice job by Nebraska in transition. Just because Oregon's a team that wants to run doesn't mean Nebraska won't run in spots when they have numbers.
Dana Altman wants a timeout to talk about it. 6-point lead.
Here you see in the replay, transition. Said he has toe on the line there, knocks down the shot. Tough to tell by that angle whether he had the three or not. I think the officials right now are going to go over and take a look at it and see if they can get a better angle on it.
13:54 to go, and a great crowd here tonight at the Devaney Center. White line is the men's line, 20 feet high. Actually, women's line again now this season, so the white one's the one that matters. 8-1, Nebraska run.
You know, from that angle, it was tough to tell. So I don't know if there was conclusive evidence there to overchange. We'll get a better angle here with the front look.
Regardless, this building makes it feel like it was the three, the momentum squarely on the Husker side.
Yeah, it's great to see this kind of environment at Nebraska. Great addition to the Big Ten, and I think you're going to see Nebraska come in and compete right away. I don't think there was a lot known about their basketball team and how successful they'll be, but I think you look at the experience they have with their seniors and juniors. These guys, I don't think are going to be intimidated when the Big Ten season starts. I think from that angle, it looks like a three. We'll see if the officials see it the same way on that.
Eric Curry had the headset on. Tom O'Neill, veteran official, along with Paul Jansen, working the crew tonight. They say it was indeed a three. Spencer came in shooting 29% from behind the arc.
It's one of the few things the officials can go to the monitor to look at, whether it's a 2 or 3.
That Oregon timeout may have helped him have the time to go to the monitor. 3-ball answer from Oregon's side. Bruce Barron. This morning at practice, Barron was the energy man for the Oregon Ducks, getting everybody fired up, and he'll get some more playing time with the absence of Brown.
You know, nice job by Oregon knocking down that open 3-point shot. I know it's early in the season, but Oregon, hasn't consistently made that shot like Nebraska has.
It's 31% from behind the arc in the season for Oregon, a 2-1 start to the season. And they turn Nebraska over. The Oregon offense keyed by turnovers in the win against Southeast Missouri. 29 points off of 19 turnovers. Is that a key for them tonight?
Well, it is. I think, especially when you're playing on the road, that you can't have that be a number either way that is showing you that you're able to turn it over. Oregon's turned it over some themselves.
Jacob stops and pops. Could have gotten to the rim. Loose ball, another offensive rebound for the Ducks. Singler thought three, gave it up to Barron. Double came, good kick. And Jacob, another jumper. This time he hits it.
I think if you see Nebraska doubling down in the post, you're going to see Oregon go to it all night. They're going to continue to feed it down there, let the double team come and kick it out for open jump shots.
Ducks bigs have done a pretty good job moving the ball out of those doubles so far tonight. First personal on Bruce Barron.
You're going to watch again. They throw it. He's not even close to the paint there on the post, but yet Nebraska comes in there and doubles him from the guard position. Doesn't even look to score. He's just going to kick it out, find the open man, and rotate the ball.
Bo Spencer gets a breather here. He plays 35 minutes a game, second most in the Big Ten. So he'll probably come right back on the floor after the under-12 timeout. Richardson will now move to the point for Nebraska. Talley wanted the back cut. It went off of Emery's hands, and Nebraska catches a break.
Coach Altman really has a more experienced, a more talented team than he did last season. And so I think you'll see him play more man as the season goes along. But early in the season, I think you'll see him change up defenses quite a bit in this first half.
You were at Drake. You faced Creighton a ton in the Missouri Valley. Does this Oregon team remind you of some of his Creighton teams?
Well, they definitely run a lot of the same stuff, and so you can understand why Coach Altman's so successful.
Ubell is fouled, taking it to the hole. He's become an offensive threat tonight after missing so much time last game. That's the first personal on Jonathan Lloyd. And Ubell goes to the free throw line. Last year, one of the best free throw shooters in the Big 12 at 91%. He's already got 7 points tonight. Ubell finished the season strong. 10 points and 6 boards over the last 4 games, all against postseason opponents. And Oregon was a postseason team last year. They won the college basketball invitation. Lloyd gives it up to Sim, who was on the bench. Inside, another good pass from the post, and it turns into a bucket for the Ducks and Jeremy Jacob, who has 6. And here's the Oregon pressure. Are they ever looking for steals with the three-quarter court?
Not really. They're trying to have the offense kind of turn it over. You're trying to keep them off balance, but you're letting the offense have those turnovers without actually looking for the steal.
And they nearly got a takeaway. Poked away by Carlos Emery. Great one here tonight between the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, and it's a 2-point game with 11:32 to go before the half.
Books, huge lecture classes, homework. Is this all you have to look forward to? College is supposed to be about growing, learning, preparing for the future. At Southeast Community College, we prefer a different approach, what we call hands-on learning. Get in, get dirty. Don't just learn about it, learn it by doing it. Whether it's agriculture, food, natural resources, business, communications, community services, construction and electronics, health sciences, or transportation and manufacturing. Maybe it's time to learn it by doing it. Get your hands on SEC online at southeast.edu.
Guys, I'm kind of freaking out. I have to upload a movie project for finals or else I won't graduate. So please, shut that stuff down until I'm done, okay?
Sure. No problem. Living with Wi-Fi hogs?
Let me play.
No. Say hello to Time Warner Cable Wideband. All the speed, power, and bandwidth you need.
Now, I got it. You are lifesavers.
From our fastest internet ever.
No problem.
Upgrade to faster speeds, plus get a great deal on HBO and Cinemax.
Nebraska leads Oregon 21-19 midway through the first half at the Bob Devaney Center. This place opened back in 1976, and it served Nebraska well, but it is in its final days. Oregon fans know that well. Haymarket Arena is a new arena that's being built just down the street here, downtown Lincoln, home to both men's and women's basketball. Groundbreaking in September of this year. It'll be completed in 2013. Seating capacity of 16,500 and construction costs of $180 million. It will be a fine, fine arena once they open it up, and it goes hand in hand with a brand new practice facility. It was opened this fall right here, connected to the Devaney Center. So it'll be a new era in Nebraska basketball. Oregon moved into Matthew Knight Arena last year. Fantastic new facility. You know, it's funny, everybody clamors for the old building until they set foot in the new one and they realize how nice it is.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, on the recruiting front, which is pretty much the lifeblood of any coach or any program, you know, the new facilities definitely help.
Be sure to stay tuned at the half for our State Farm halftime report. It revs in, and Tim Doyle back in our Chicago studio. Complete wrap-up of all the action, including the third-ranked Buckeyes. No problem at home tonight.
See Oregon switch back to their 2-3 defense out of the timeout.
McCray, corner three is short. And a push off on the rebound. Will go against Nebraska's Caleb Walker. And that's the first on Walker. Both Spencer returns and Walker takes a seat for Nebraska.
Yeah, you know, you won't see both Spencer sitting on the bench very long. Nebraska's got 4 players that are averaging over 30 minutes a game. So it'll be interesting if this pace keeps up, you know, how Nebraska's legs do.
Lloyd turns a corner on Richardson and then can't get past Ubel. Sim has 1-3 tonight. He sets a screen for Lloyd. Lloyd is 5'8", trouble getting his shot up, but it sneaks right by Dylan Talley. And Jonathan Lloyd gets a bucket. Jonathan's brother, Michael, was a tremendous guard at BYU. His problem is he was backing up a guy named Jimmer Fredette, and there just weren't too many minutes available for Michael. Talley gives it back out. This is typical Nebraska in the half court. They want to be very deliberate, get the shot clock down before putting one up, and Spencer's off the mark with his 3.
The problem with Oregon having using that 3-quarter court press, or actually that possession more of a half court press, is that Nebraska isn't able to run as much offense as they would actually like to, because the shot clock runs down a little quicker.
Olu Ashalou dumps it inside. Lloyd.
There's that double down, that double team from Nebraska coming from the guard spot. As long as Oregon can throw it into that post, you know, they're going to look and get a lot of those open jumpers.
So does Nebraska keep sending that same guard to the double down? You change something or call it off altogether?
Yeah, I think you have to come from a different position, or you have to call it off if Oregon's able to keep knocking down those jump shots.
And Lloyd did just that. That was his first 3 of the season. Now Sim, back-to-back triples for Oregon as Garrett Sim hits his second 3 of the game. Ducks have hit 4 of 6 from three-point land here in the first half. Now Lloyd with a near steal on Talley. Energy is not an issue for Oregon on the road tonight.
No, it's not, and they feed a lot off of their press when they get those turnovers and open jump shots. And you see Nebraska doesn't necessarily want to take the quick shot, and so sometimes Oregon's getting that press up for nothing. They're getting a press and getting their defense set.
Quick 3 for Talley, and he has the answer. First triple for the senior from Camden, New Jersey. 3-point game. Olu Ashalou has yet to score tonight. Whoa, one-hand jam!
He had
right over the top of Talley.
He had a few of those in shoot-arounds a day, and his athleticism, that isn't unique for him. He can get up and finish with the best of them.
Just ask Talley. A one-hand flush by Ashalou has quieted this building. Now Richardson looking inside. This is Diaz. And he has it blocked by Woods. Gets it right back and has a chance for a 3-point play. Jorge Brian Diaz has blocked Woods twice tonight. This time Woods returned the favor. On the other side, Ashalou.
Yeah, you're going to look at that move, that drive, and a defensive player didn't get out to rotate close enough, far enough away. You got that restricted arc circle anyway. You got to get outside of that, and that's not something you can teach right there, coach. That's a heck of a play right there.
Ashalou, the 6'7" senior from Toronto, with a highlight play here in the first half. Jorge Brian Diaz has 7. 2-point game. Oregon in front. Oregon's run came on back-to-back threes, and then the Ashalou dunk. Sim has hit 2 threes tonight. This is Lloyd now in the handoff. Pull-up jumper. Rebounded by Talley. Spencer's been quiet. Just 3 points tonight. And especially quiet since he re-entered the game at the under-12 mark.
You see Nebraska after that Oregon after that made 3-point shot, they go back to a man defense there.
Talley with a triple, his second 3. Huskers back in front by 1. Now Singler with the drive, and he walked with it. the night thus far. Happy Thanksgiving from Olu Ashalu to you.
Thank you.
For what?
When things were tough, you kept believing in me. You helped make this happen. Thank you.
Behind every open heart is a story. Tell yours with my open heart collection at Kay Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America. There are millions of reasons to give one, but the message is always the same. Keep your heart open, and love will always find its way in.
You did it, Daddy.
We did it.
Every kiss begins with K. We always felt that we failed if a player left here without having a degree. We really emphasize life skills here. I do believe that leadership can be developed by being willing to take a stand, by being willing to operate through principle, by developing sound character. So I think it's really important.
Meet my wife, the Value Hunter.
Value means getting a low price on a high-quality product.
No cutting corners, just cutting costs.
That's why we shop at Super Saver.
For deals like these.
Shop now and save on Cook Spiral Sliced Ham, $1.77 a pound. Louisiana Jumbo Yams, 27 cents a pound. And Westpac Frozen Vegetables, just 72 cents.
For the best value on groceries every day,
shop Super Saver.
Ernie's in Ceresco, where the time is running out. Shop now and save. Get it in time for the holidays place. The Go Big Think Samsung High Definition for the Holidays place. Jingle these bells. Right now, get huge savings on select Samsung products and get the guaranteed lowest price plus no interest financing. At the Forget 5 a.m. shop during civilized hours and get the lowest price place. Ernie's in Ceresco. We're the one-stop shopping for your home place.
I know we belong in it. I mean, we've had a good program. We've had some players that have gone on and done very well. So, when you look at this league, you look at fans first and foremost, I think, because the attendance has been so great, and our fans are right there with the best of them in the country.
And a great crowd here tonight as they get set for the Thanksgiving holiday, but the Cornhusker faithful come out to see their undefeated team. 3-0 on the season, including a tough win on the road at Southern Cal. It's Oregon and Nebraska tonight from the Devaney Center of the Big Ten Network. Tom Hart alongside Keno Davis. Happy to have you along with us tonight.
I know Nebraska fans like their defense, but so far this game has been an offensive explosion with Oregon shooting 61%, Nebraska not far behind at 59%. We'll see if the defenses can pick it up.
Entry pass stolen away by Oregon's Tony Woods. Really interesting matchup between Woods at 6'11" and Jorge Brian Diaz, also 6'11".